everybody. How are you? Welcome to Living the Silver Life Home and Garden. I'm Edith. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's okay. So, as you can see, here's my blue chair and my blue curtain. What does that mean? I'm in my family room. Okay, so I'm in my family room today. I hope everybody's okay, and I want to welcome everybody here. If you're new to Living the Silver Life, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you stopped by my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. I hope I do something or make something or in some way inspire you or encourage you or make you feel better about your day, help you somewhere along the way. So, I'm going to start on my fall decor in my family room. I did a tablescape. I started my fall season with the tablescape last week. And if you didn't see that, I would love for you to check it out. I'm going to put it in the description box below. You know, you'll see it. It'll say description. Look down there. Scroll through the description box and and see the things that I put on there for my tablescape. Now, I'm in my family room, and in my family room, I decided that I wanted to do because my family room is modern, and you'll see, for those of you that haven't been to the channel, you'll see it when you see these chrome and black glass side tables. It's pretty much modern furniture in here, but I do have vintage. I mix it up. It's not just modern, but I wanted to use these specific pumpkins. This one right here. Remember this pumpkin that I hauled like a few weeks ago? I wanted to use this. So I'm using colors, shades of teal and blue and green. So I have this Dollar Tree pumpkin. It's so cute too. It's some kind of blue, kind of a bluish, kind of a blue gray. It has a little chip on it, so I'm gonna disguise that. I hope you didn't hear all that noise. That's my air conditioning unit. Sorry. Okay, and green, and then I have another pumpkins, a couple of more that's more of this color. So today I'm gonna do a couple of vignettes on these two side tables that's next to this chair that I'm sitting in. Okay, all right, so I hope you like it, and if you don't mind, give me a comment and let me know what you think about it. Okay, all right, so here we go. Let's look at what I'm going to do with this tablescape, side tablescape. Okay, so we're going to start with this vintage tray that I purchased from the thrift store. It's black, the rim is trimmed in gold, and the handles are gold. But I don't like the actual middle, the tray. The middle has chip on it. I've been trying to figure out how I was going to DIY it. I came up with an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work. So I'm just going to cover it up with some faux picks that I already had in my stash. These picks are kind of a lavender grayish. One of them is, this particular one has a little purple, but on the underside, but on the top side it's like a grayish or pale kind of color. Has a fuzzy texture, kind of like a lamb's ear, but the color is different. So I figured this is a color that you see in fall actually. So I decided to use these picks to cover up the chip that is on the bottom. So I'm actually going to use this candle holder also with a LED candle on the inside, because I wanted to use black in this particular room because there's a lot of black in there, and so that's why I chose that particular candle holder. So now the thing is, I have to get these pigs arranged in such a way that you can't see the ship that's on the bottom of that tray. The tray is actually beautiful. I love the tray. I actually love it in that color black. I just don't like the ship. This is the pumpkin that's going to be the star for the show. I love this pumpkin. It's kind of a teal color. It's kind of a, I don't know, a light kind of teal. This is another pig that's in the same category, but it's different. This one has more gray and blue. The back of this pig is more of a blue color, and the front, the top part, is still like has a little fuzzy texture, like a lamb's ear, but it's not made like a lamb's ear at all. And the color is different. But I'm going to try to blend these two colors and these two pigs together and make them work for the fall fitting. So while I was thinking about it, I remembered that I had this pig, and this pig is a more pale green, has a little like a leaf that's aging, getting ready to drop off the tree. It has a few little white, kind of white, like it's going to seed. Kind of looks like raw tree. So I use those as a base to kind of go under there to have a more interest. And this is a little pumpkin that my daughter got for me. I think I showed these to you in a haul. All of these. This haul for all these things in the description box. And these pumpkins were the ones that my daughter got for me. I think she got them at Dollar Tree. And then I looked at it and it was really bothering me. So I found this little bird. It has two little pine cones on it, and I put it on the very rim of the tray, like the bird is like getting ready to fly off somewhere. And the color of the bird coincides with the color of the green pumpkin, because the top of the bird's head is green and he's yellow, and he has some little brown feathers. So I'm trying to make it all work together, but I'm not really comfortable with it at all. So I turned on the light, and then I was thinking about it for a minute. I couldn't figure out what it needed something, so I just gave up on that side and I went to the other side. So the other side table doesn't have a tray. So I didn't have a tray, so I decided to do the whole vignette on the side table, on the top of the side table, as if it was in a tray. So I used another candle holder. This one is a little smaller than the other one that I used on the other side, and it has a LED candle that's going to go inside also. And these candles, I also listed them in my, I also had them on my haul. So now the thing is, I decided to go with a different greenery. So this greenery is more pale. It has less florals on it. It has a little flower on it on the tip, but it looks like it's more of a grayish green. It's a very, very pale green. It's a really nice texture. It's soft, soft pale color. So I use the same pick, the kind of lavender color, gray on one side and the gray. This is the actually I broke a canister in my kitchen, and I saved the top to use it for something. So I decided to use that square top from my canister as a little bit of a riser to raise up the pumpkin just a little bit so you could see it better, and it wasn't so down so low. But I needed something that didn't go up higher than the candle. I didn't want it to go up higher than the candle, but I wanted to be a little higher than on the table. You know how that works? It happens. I don't know how we do these things. That's what's going on in my brain. And because I'm really uncomfortable with this decor style. I really, really am uncomfortable. And it just wasn't going together for me. And I didn't like the way it was going together. I didn't have any more flowers in the pale colors that I needed, so I had to work with it. So I just continued to work with it. I put one of those other picks on there. There's a lighter, more of a grayish blue color, and the camera doesn't pick it up very well, but when you put them next to each other, you can see that pick is a different color. This one also has a bird on it, and the bird is like has a little pale yellow on it and a little bit of kind of orange color and brown, and I think it helped, but still was bothering me. So I found another pick because I needed to cover up the stems that were sitting out on the other side. So now I'm trying to fill in the spaces with these picks that I have here. So as I continue to fill in those spaces, I start looking around. What am I gonna do now? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was really kind of panicking. So I just continue to like feel it, because if I don't like it, I just have to keep working with it until I feel better about it. So I just kept working with it. It was hard. Then I remembered that I had to use this little pumpkin because I had it in my, I had already made on my mind that I was going to use that one. So I changed from green and I used a gold pumpkin that's a little taller. I thought that it would give a little more interest, a little more light, because it kind of seemed dull to me. It didn't have any, I don't know, it didn't have any light. It was just boring and kind of dull look to it. So I tried the gold pumpkin. I actually like that one better. Although I left the green one on the other side. I just decided that I was going to use it. So then I decided that I needed something to raise that candle holder up a little higher. So I found this. This is a, I think this was a warmer of what you put milk in. And I just kept it, and I used it as a riser for the candle and the black. Then I liked that better, that it was higher. Then I remembered that I had this little tea light holder that's shaped like a pine cone, so that gave me a better feeling. It looks more like fall, and it felt like it was coming together better. I found these two acorns from my Tablescape, actually, that I used last week. I have more acorns, but I couldn't find them. I don't know what box is in. So I only used 2 of those, but it seemed like 2 was enough. It coincided with the gold pumpkin, because I DIY those before that. I think I did a white. And then I was stumped again. This was really hard for me. And I remember, ooh, I have some blueberries. So I went and got the blueberries, and I felt so much better when I found those berries and put it on, because those blueberries were the perfect thing for me. To me, is the perfect thing to put with those two blue pumpkins, because the blueberries are two different colors of blue, just like those pumpkins are two different colors of blue and teal. And they came together, they blended together so beautifully, I thought. And I liked it so much. But then I wanted them to be, I was trying to get them in just the right place. Didn't want the stems to show. I wanted them to be close enough where you could tell that they were there. I didn't want them to be buried under the weeds of things. So I felt better now about that. So glad that I had those blueberries. So I continued to work with the berries, because I felt like the berries were doing something for my whole creation. The berries helped everything. Then I put a berry right here, right by the bird, as if the bird was going to eat it. That's how it turned out. I found another acorn and somewhere else as I went around the house looking for things, and I picked it up and put that big acorn right there on the side of the candle holder. And then I felt better, much better. This is the way the and so this was supposed to mimic the tray that is on the other side. On the other side. Everything is a tray. It's like a tray is there, but it's not. The whole creation, the whole decor creation is actually laying on the table. It's just another table. And this is the other side of the tray. So I put an acorn in the tray also, one of those oversized acorns. And it's actually a Christmas ornament that I've had for years. It's getting beaten and battered. I put a few of the blueberries inside of this tray, and it really made me feel better. I felt so much better. So that's how the whole thing came out. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to let you just watch look and see how it turns out. I think it's very beautiful. I like it a lot. And I put a couple of pillows in the chair. You can't see them very well. I don't really know what kind of pillows I'm going to use, but we'll see. Okay guys, that was the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspired you to do something in your home. Something creative, some kind of decor for fall. I enjoyed doing the video. I enjoyed putting it together. It's kind of hard for me because it's new to me, and even the colors are new to me. So they were all things that I got my daughter to pick up for me, or I ordered. Some of the larger pumpkin, I ordered it online. And anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it, and it gave you some inspiration for a modern, contemporary, non-traditional fall. I'm going to do a more traditional fall in my office, in my entryway. So you'll still get to see how I do that also. I also did a tablescape last week that was sort of a mix of the two. So if you like it, look down in the description box and check out that tablescape. Okay, don't forget. I'm going to put it in the description box. And I love you all. I thank you for coming by my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for those that give me comments. Thank you for thumbs up. Thank you for everything that you do. All right? Thank you so much. I love you. Take care of yourself. And be careful out there. Be safe. Wear your mask. Social distance. And pray. That's what I'm doing. Keep praying that God will bless us to get through this once again. All right? Keep the prayers going up. The prayer is going to work. I love you. If you're alive, there is hope. Bye.